You guys see this white line? Almost like something was scraping on the ground. You guys see how it goes over there and then it comes back over here? Oh yeah, time to rebuild my suspension. So I was just driving it, just around the parking lot over here, and then I hear boom, and then scraping, and yeah, my leaf spring broke. So that's fun. Hopefully the insurance can bring me a tow truck over here, because I'm not gonna be able to drive this home. A mi casa.
Hello everyone who's watching this. It's been a while since I've uploaded last, maybe like 6 months. Apologize, but I was just really busy with work, and also the phone that I had at the time didn't have any storage on it, so even if I had the time to make videos, I would have had to like delete almost everything on my phone. It was just kind of a mess. I really needed a phone with more storage on it, but this one better and has better quality camera, so that's good. So I will be making more videos since I'm not working at where I was working before. So now that I actually have more time to make these videos again, got to go over everything that's happened in the time since I filmed last. So last time you saw this was running and driving. It can run, but it's not driving right now, because basically what happened. So I'm gonna see if I can try to piece together some of the videos I had taken before, but if I can't, here's a little hint to a problem we had. You can see this white streak that goes across here. That's where the flatbed brought this car back. So couple months back, I was daily driving it. This was what I was taking to work every day. A lot of fun. But pulled into the parking lot, and then I hear this this bang, and then I hear something grinding on the ground, and I'm like, oh shit, I broke something. So I look under the car. No, we're recording. Okay, I look under the car, and my leaf spring mount right here, the nut stripped and leaf spring pressing up against the ground and grinding, so I had to get it flatbedded home. And you can already kind of see just from this picture right here, if you pay attention and you know what the car looked like before, you can kind of see I've already kind of done some stuff. Basically, I had the car back home. I was like, okay, I can either replace that leaf spring bushing and that hardware and slap that back together and then just keep going down the road. And then I just started looking at all the other bushings in the rear and everything. My transmission mounts, they had like cracks in them. I have a box of the old hardware to show. But I rebuilt the whole rear suspension, so I had dropped the powertrain, and yeah, I'd done that. Right now I have no carburetors in it. That's another thing, because I'm kind of letting someone borrow my carburetors right now. Another Corvair that I'm working on. That's right, I'm working on another Corvair. It's a 1966 500, something like that. You guys will be seeing that too. But yes, so today, oh, I still haven't even finished. Got all this back together, yeah, and the car's idling. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna drive my car with my whole new rear suspension all put back together. And the thing that I had done was when I took out my transmission pan, black stuff on the bottom, I wasn't thinking, and I cleaned that stuff out, and then I also put new fluid in the transmission, and that basically killed the transmission. I had low gear, I didn't have drive, and I thought maybe the fluid just needed to get where it needs to go. And then so I'm driving it around gently on the block in low, and then it just started slipping, and then I lost low, and so I had to reverse all the way back home. But now I have a rebuild kit for the transmission, so we're going to drop the powertrain again so I can rebuild my transmission. Yes, that's what we're gonna do. But this time I'm actually going to get to document it so you guys can see me taking all that out the car. So first thing I want to do, get this thing lifted up. Alright, so it's up just to the height where I'm comfortable for crawling under and disconnecting all the things I need to disconnect. Here's another good look at my fresh rebuild suspension. Painted everything with POR 15. Oh, don't know why it zoomed in there. But I painted everything with POR 15. I put new shock absorbers in. So yeah, it felt nice for those like 10 minutes I was driving it around. But hopefully I can get this thing out today. I think I might be able to before like 3 o'clock, because after that, well, let's see, right now it is 9:47. I started this maybe 20 minutes ago. We'll see how far I get today, but hopefully close. All right, so now we're going to be disconnecting all the things that need to be disconnected in order for this thing to come out. So one is going to be my leaf spring here. Gonna need to unbolt that and drop it down. Exhaust, let's see, not the handbrake cables, no, because last time I had dropped powertrain and the suspension cross bar thing or whatever. But I believe I'm gonna have to disconnect my my little drive shafts. Yeah, I have to disconnect my drive shafts. I think I have to unbolt it from here so this can slide out just a little bit. A little bit of a leak. Anyways, yeah. And then of course, up on top we've got all these little electricals that we've got to disconnect, especially these real fragile ones. Ugh. I'm realizing how ugly this exhaust system looks. I really gotta upgrade to that nice Clark's dual exhaust one, you know. I'm sure that sound pretty rad. Okay, so the majority of things are already disconnected. Honestly, it didn't really take that long. I remember the first time I did this, it just didn't really take that long. It wasn't that hard. But now what I'm about to do is loosen these bolts right there, or nuts that hold this hub. So that's what I'm calling it, this hub in place. So this can we basically just need to get this this drive shaft to slide forward, and I believe I have to take these off so the whole thing can come forward and I can unbolt it from there. And then we just drop this motor out, because I think it's that I need to disconnect before I can bring it down. But all the other stuff, I mean, the only thing holding it in place is the engine mount and the two transmission mounts in the back. But just about everything's already been disconnected. Here's all the starter wires I've pushed out of there. Oh, and then yeah, no, I take back what I said. I gotta disconnect my little tube right there for the transmission, as well as the little transaxle one right there. Okay, there we go. I've got both of my drive axles slid out. Doesn't look like there's anything else that needs to be disconnected for this thing to come out. So now all I've got to do, we'll take out this cardboard here. I got rid of this little grill here too to give me extra clearance. But now I'm just gonna run to the backyard, get my little Harbor Freight transmission jack, and we're gonna take it out with that and an additional jack, because that's how I put it in originally when I took this thing out the first time. This guy lent me his huge table jack. Is like a basically it could lift up the whole car. It was like some big industrial thing. I put it in that Suburban, got it over here somehow. It was like half of it was hanging. It was real sketchy and really heavy too. So yeah, the transmission jack, it worked. So maybe we could just use it again and just who knows? We'll see. Okay, this is the setup. Definitely let me know down in the comments on a scale of 1 to 10 how crazy you think I am. Okay, so I got my my Harbor Freight transmission jack right here. Don't worry, it's good enough for this weight. And then have an additional jack in the front right here, holding it right there. And then we got another one in the back, right around right there. Just put in light pressure on that transmission right there. You know, most of the weight's gonna be right here. These are just to support it. But yeah, let's see if this thing falls on the ground, and if it does, I'm gonna cry and upload it to YouTube. Okay, I've got the bolts for the engine mount out. Those came out smooth, you know, because it's supported right here. I don't want a bunch of weight on them. Whenever they come off, they might break those last few threads on the end. Now we're just gonna undo the transmission mounts over there, and this thing will just boom, you know. Okay, so basically got engine mount unbolted as well as the transmission mount. So it's basically being supported by what I've got supporting it here. I did forget to disconnect one thing. Where is it? There, you can see it right there. My shift cable. So just go ahead and loosen that little 10 mil on the side, and it'll pull right out. Don't yank it out with the engine. Not a good idea. Okay, so a couple little more things. I'm gonna loosen this bolt right here, or this castle nut. So this can have a little bit of play to it, just so it'll make it easier to drop down. But as you can see, there's a gap right here. So what I'm gonna do is lower this one right here, so it'll sit all the way on here. And then I'm gonna lower that one so it comes off with the little studs that are coming out of the transmission mounts, where it goes in right there. And that way we can just slide it out. I'm probably gonna have to lift up the body a bit more, but yes, that's how we're doing this. Whoa, it made a noise. And there we go. It's coming out again. Honestly, not that hard on these cars. Like, if I can do it, I guarantee you, all of you guys can do it. But yeah, just gotta keep the sliding, go forward gently. It is a bit scary with this thing because it goes rock side to side. But I mean, it's not gonna fall. I mean, I hope it's not. But it's a little sketchy. It'd be nice if I had that big table jack again. That'd make me so much more just feeling secure. But working with what we have. Well, it is 12:36. And look at that, we got the motor out. So and now what I'm gonna do is just clean up all around here. I got a little pallet right here that we made. There's a bigger one in the back, but I want to use that one to kind of unbolt this right here. Actually, I'm not sure if I should unbolt the gearbox and transmission as a unit or just the transmission by itself. But yeah, that's what I'll be figuring out right now. Just clean up here and yeah. Okay, so I have slid this under there. It was a bit weird getting this to go up because, I don't know, this little Harbor Freight jack just I don't know, it just was kind of going up crooked. And so I had to get a little jack on that side to keep it straight so it wouldn't tip over and fall. And then I got this one up here in front supporting it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and unbolt it from here and then just take this whole unit off by itself. And I think that'll be fine for this. I don't think it'll, you know, it shouldn't do that. I'll keep it supported there. But yeah, once I have this disconnected, I wanted to roll this back under here just to keep this tucked away for now. Before, the first time I did this, I somehow managed to get both of these in the backyard. I had to take off a fence, but I still somehow, well, with the help of my dad, we still somehow got these in the backyard. There we go. It's out. Oh no, I'm getting transmission fluid on the floor. I don't wanna stain the driveway that like I did over here. This thing got hot and then the little cap came off, a bunch of oil all over the floor. It's not good, but done. So I'm gonna slide this somewhere else so I can take that off of there and then take all the parts out of there, well, the majority of them, and then throw all the new stuff in. Yeah, I'll get that done today. Alright, well, this is where I'm going to leave it for today because I got something soon. You know, something that's not going to be working on. Anyways, here's the thumbnail. Something like that. Or does that look too overdone? I don't know. Well, you can see the motor back there. Yeah, that'll be the thumbnail. But yeah, I'll leave till tomorrow. Yeah, so